Need some help catching up on this week in football? I got you covered. Here are the headlines, highlights, and heartbreaks of the week so you don't sound clueless to your clueless friends. Up first, as always, are the headlines. The Browns managed to stun Green Bay. Up until now, Green Bay has looked dominant, but apparently a solid defense is all it takes. All throughout the game, the announcers touted the Browns' #1 overall defense because, well, there's not too much to talk about on the other side of the ball. A very low-scoring game that looked like it was lurching towards an eventual Packers W is stopped short after a blocked field goal is turned over, giving the Browns kicker the chance to knock in the game-winning kick. And he does. The Eagles pulled off an insane heist against the Rams. Trailing for about the entire game, Philly manages to mount a comeback in the fourth quarter. They finally grab a 1-point lead, but the Rams fight back and look ready to knock in the game winner when another block goes down. This one is returned 61 yards to the house by the big man, Jordan Davis. If you were watching Red Zone at the same time, you would know these events happened literally moments from each other. But over in Tampa, Florida, a similar thing was taking place. The Bucs had a game-sealing kick ready to go in before again it was blocked and took to the house by the Jets. Unfortunately for them, they weren't as lucky. And now for the highlights. The Lions make a statement win against the Ravens. It seemed like all throughout the game, Detroit was just one step ahead. St. Brown, Gibbs, Montgomery all put up video game numbers. And the defense was able to shut down Lamar like we have never really seen before, as he was sacked 7 times this game. Another costly Derrick Henry fumble gave the Lions a pretty convincing 38-30 win. For this next highlight, I want to shout out the unlikely 3-0s, as the Chargers and Colts are riding some serious hot streaks. The Chargers are making clutch kicks, Herbert looks like a top 5 quarterback, and the defense also showed up in their 23-20 win over the Broncos. Up next, I guess Daniel Jones will just have a spot in the highlights section every week until he loses. The success he is having in Indianapolis is simultaneously inspiring and hilarious. Him and his Colts managed to grab a 41-20 win over the Titans, although they did take a step back this week by putting up their first punt of the season. And finally, the heartbreaks. The Cowboys cannot hang. These guys have so much talent, but they can't really seem to string really anything together. Dak had yet another decent to bad game, and the defense, officiated by last year's Bears head coach, managed to make Caleb Williams look like a competent quarterback. And to top it off, CeeDee Lamb is expected to miss a few games. And in one of the craziest box scores you will ever see, Panthers absolutely destroyed the Falcons 30-0. Probably the ugliest game yet for Michael Penix Jr., putting up 2 INTs, and with perhaps the biggest lowlight of the week, John Parker Romo, who recently took the starting spot from fan favorite Younghoe Koo, missed 2 field goals. A painful watch for sure. And that's week 3. Let me know how I did. Did I miss anything big? Also, which H hit you the hardest this week? The headlines, the highlights, or the heartbreaks? Let me know down below. And while you're there, you might as well like and subscribe.